Hey Pisces, welcome to your collective reading for July. Got your oracle cards pre-shuffled and ready to go for you. Please do keep in mind that this is a general collective reading, so not every single message may resonate with you. Take what does, leave what does not here, because it could be for someone else. Okay, Pisces. So the first thing that I was feeling when I was getting into this energy was that you could be getting ready to come out of something. So some of you could have been a little bit more perhaps introspective, maybe looking at some. It feels to me, because right now what I'm looking at in the moon card, there's always, or typically, there's a white dog and a black dog. And so I immediately started looking at the white dog. White dogs could be significant. Some of you could have white dogs, but there is this feeling of like pulling back from something to find your joy, to find the feelings that make you feel a little bit lighter and brighter. Some of you could be coming out into like a new opportunity, a new beginning, a new idea, a new mindset is also coming through. Some of you could have been, I'm hearing, trudging through really deep emotions for a period of time. 6 months is coming through for someone. For the number 6 is also really significant because I'm hearing like other variations of the number 6. Some of you have a new creative project where you're doing something with your hands. You could be creating art. I'm also seeing someone like almost like wire wrapping or doing something that's a little bit more manipulative. So think like wire wrapping or like pottery, clay, sculpture, even maybe finger painting. A lot is coming through with the hands and creativity. Some of you could also be energy healers that are using your hands for your work. Mermaids are significant to some of you. The ocean in general could just be significant to this group. There is something here about going to the depths of something, and becoming, what is this here? It's almost like going to the depths of something in order to find the lightness. And it could have been a little bit dark and heavy on the way down when you were on your search through that. How can I put this in a more literal context? It's almost as if you were doing some sort of self-discovery or even relational discovery between you and another, you had to go through some really kind of dark times or heaviness in order to find the lightness there. It was there underneath. So it's almost like as you shed the layers, you got more in touch with the light body that you hold within, which is really beautiful. Okay, so let's see what you got going on in your oracle. I had a lot of like double cards come out for this, so we'll see how this goes. We have, first card we have out is poised. We have new life, so some new beginning. We have protection, growth. It doesn't have to be perfect. We have change coming out. I always find this card fascinating because the whole card is gray and white, and then there's this giant pink. It looks like it's her dress, but it looks kind of like a flower. We have celebration. And then we have two tarot cards, the Star and the High Priestess. So let me see here, because there's a lot of cards here. It does feel to me, Pisces, like you have some sort of a new beginning that you're celebrating that's either happening in the present moment or happening sometime this July. New beginning. Some of you, it does feel that you could be welcoming in a new member of the family, however that resonates. Children, external family members. It can also be pets. There is this feeling of celebration or joy with that, especially with the Star card bringing in some sense of hope or renewal. Some of you could be welcoming in a new cycle with a loved one. So if someone's returning into your life, that could be that energy there. There is this feeling with you, Pisces, of even though you could be going through some changes through your growth, like there could be some, like I said, some of that darkness coming up or having to sift through some of the darkness in order to find the light. There is this message from your angels that you are protected in that. Even if you're going through some kind of tumultuous feeling changes, you are being guided through that feeling. And you will arrive in a place with the high priestess and the star together of healing and of being truly in touch with yourself on a really deep level. And with the celebration card, I feel like not only are you celebrating your own accomplishments and how you've navigated them with a lot of grace, because I do feel like for a large group of you, you went through something somewhat recently where it was like, it was almost like, I don't know how I'm going to make it through this. It's like you had to hold your breath and push through, persevere. Some of you have ancestors on the other side that were really guiding you through this process. And I placed my hand on this protection energy, and they were really holding your hand through the changes that you were experiencing and the layers that you were shedding in order to grow. And with this, it doesn't have to be perfect. Perhaps some of you, Pisces, struggle with this desire to be, I'm hearing the phrase like always on, like maybe you feel like you always have to be putting your best foot forward or be, I just saw like a butterfly fly right in front of my window, and it was like dancing around in front of my window almost as if it was putting on a show. So perhaps for some of you, Pisces, there's this energy of like, I need to always have this positive exterior. I need to always look as if I have it together, even if you're going through something really tumultuous. Heavy and scary is another word that I'm hearing. There's this message with it doesn't always have to be perfect, that you don't always have to be perfect. Okay. It does feel as though there's something that you've made it through, or this July you're making it through. And it feels like a really big change. You could still have a little bit of that fearful energy coming through with you. But it does feel like it's important to remember that you're moving into something new, and it is worth celebrating when this new situation, opportunity, relationship, experience arrives. I'm hearing at your door. Follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow the things that you've become very in touch with about yourself during this period of time. And I'm hearing use your discernment about what are the right opportunities, people, situations for you, and what are not. I feel like with this combination of the high priestess and the star as well, a lot of you are really becoming more aware of how to put yourself first in situations, becoming aware of kind of where your internal guide is taking you, where your higher self is leading you on this life's journey. And it does feel like you're arriving in a place where you're a lot more sure of yourself. You're a lot more at peace with who you are. And that, I feel like your guides is telling you it's time to celebrate those big achievements that you've made. Hearing a message that could be difficult for some of you to celebrate yourself and honor yourself in this way, but it feels like this is like a nudge from your guides or your spirit team to say, like, I'm hearing you did it. You really, you made it through something. You accomplished something. You're coming out on the other side of it, and you can take a breath. You can relax a bit now. Is the message that's coming through. All right, so Pisces, what do you have going on this July? What message can we bring through? Great Archangels, thank you for your, oh, I forgot I can't shuffle this one to say. My hands are not big enough. All right, Great Archangels, what message do you have for Pisces this July? What do they need to hear, know, or see? What message can we deliver that's for their best and highest good? We're doing a Celtic cross today. Are we doing a Celtic cross? Okay, no, we're doing, we're just going to lay the cards out on the table and see how it goes. All right. What's going on for Pisces? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to hear, know, or see? Thank you, angels, for your messages. One more. Pisces. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is water sign energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Nine of Cups, the Fool. Yeah, so there's some new beginning here, something that you've been wishing for. I feel like something that you've been, I'm hearing, quietly manifesting. It's something that you feel really passionate about. Oh, that's funny. I never realized that in this King of Cups card, his eyes are closed. So that's really in line with quietly manifesting. Some of you, this could be something that for a period of time, if you've been manifesting this, you may have thought that it slipped through your fingers. I'm hearing the message that for those of you that resonate, it was yours all along. Again, there is emphasis in this card of fish and sea stars, so the ocean could be really significant for this group of Pisces. But there is some sort of a wish fulfillment here or some dream coming true. Also, I feel like for this group, there could be some abundance making its way towards you financially. And it could have been kind of a trek to get to that point. But yeah, some new beginning. All right, let's see what's going on for you this month, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Sun, Moon, and Rising. A couple more. So we have the Four of Cups coming out, the Empress, and the Hierophant. And the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords. So those of you who have been kind of in a place of perhaps a little bit more of a quiet energy, pulling your energy back from, it just feels like maybe you haven't been, like, even if you've been going about your day and like still I'm hearing like integrating into your social circles the same way, there is this feeling of maybe it's not you're not as invested, and there is this feeling of maybe a little bit of just like it's almost like I said, you're participating, you're putting on the presentation that everything is perfect, everything is okay, but under the surface there's something amiss. It's not you're not feeling as into it as you used to be. With this Empress and High Priestess, it does feel like during this time you're really focusing on what you need in order to continue to move forward, to continue to evolve in whatever level that is resonant for you, whether this is personally and work, spiritually. There is this feeling of putting in a lot of energy to leave behind things that weren't working for you in the past. Also, some of you are leaving behind, I'm hearing like toxic or contentious relationships or situations, things that just weren't working for you. You're leaving that behind. Okay. Let's see what else is going on for Pisces. We'll get a couple more out. Pisces. We have the King of Cups coming back out, the Sun card, and the Judgment card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. I think Judgment card is also Pisces. I can never remember what Judgment card is. I don't know why. There is this energy with the King of Cups and the Sun card of you becoming aware of something on an emotional level that is perhaps always been there, but it's just like you're just coming in touch with it, it feels like. Maybe setting something free, some idea. Some of you could have this is almost feeling resonant in partnership. Some of you could be in a partnership where maybe you've hit like a lull period and now you're bringing more of that sun energy, more happiness and joy. You could be going on more dates, more experiences together, looking at the situation differently and putting more effort or energy into it. There is also this feeling with the King of Cups and the Sun card and the Judgment card underneath of you becoming aware of the depth of your emotions and your feelings and becoming way more in tune with what those feelings are and how to honor them. Just now realizing this is actually the King of Swords. There's an owl in this card. Owls could be significant. There is this feeling with the Sun card, and now that I'm aware that it's the King of Swords, all the energy is still applicable. So I'm reading energy more than I'm reading the cards. But there is this feeling of having the awareness to now more definitively make choices and take actions based on that place of emotional stability and security that you found within yourself. All right. What else? What else do we have for Pisces? All right, we have the King of Pentacles. So we've seen a lot of kings in this reading. That tells me that you're going through an evolution process and you're reaching your highest level of awareness and state of being. So we have the Death card at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Emperor. So some of you could be dealing with Aries, Scorpio. There is this energy of you achieving a new level of stability that you haven't had before. And I feel like I've said throughout this whole reading, you're achieving that within the self, but I also feel like things around you are going to start falling into place in July. There is this feeling of maybe having to let go of some things that were not working for you. Remember, I said letting go of some toxic things. We've got the Seven of Swords and the King of, or the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So maybe a little bit of energy of shady behavior. It almost feels like people not having your best interest at heart. Maybe even I don't like readings having like, I don't like saying like people are being negative around you in readings, but there is this energy of maybe cutting ties with some negative people or situations around you. I'm hearing that are making your life more difficult. You have that awareness now, and you have the resources, the inner strength, the inner stability to be able to move away from those things now and cut those ties. All right. Anything else before we move on to clarifying? All right, so we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Wands. The fourth king has now come out. So it does feel like there's a period of self-mastery going on for you here, where you're learning how to master the things that you're passionate about, or you're going through the process of looking at the things you're passionate about, how you feel about them, how you communicate about those things, and then you ground them into your 3D experience. Also, for some of you, how do you monetize those things? There is this feeling for you, Pisces. Some of you could be having a new romantic start with someone with the Knight of Cups showing up here that could have been a little bit stagnated for a period of time. If you're dealing with a Leo specifically is coming through, but fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There is this feeling, though, of you being able to open up to a more vulnerable side of yourself that is ready to kind of like unburden yourself. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, so let's move into clarifying. What's this Four of Cups for Pisces? Wow, okay. the four of, or the four, the Seven of Wands. There's this energy of being able to overcome whatever it was that has made you feel a bit complacent, whatever has made you feel a bit out of sorts, or not really wanting to be participating. There is something here about you overcoming that and being put in new places and situations, because here we have the Nine of Cups and the Fool, that beginning energy. There's this feeling of you investing in yourself during this process. I'm hearing, and taking the time that you need in order to sort yourself out. And there are many new opportunities coming in for you in regards to the introspective work that you've done and then leaving that behind. Empress and Hierophant. Thank you. So we have the Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. So again, like I said, after a period of time of doing some introspective work, figuring out who you are, where you want to go in life, what relationships, what business opportunities, what situations are benefiting you, it does, you get to that place of being able to build a new foundation in something. And it feels like with this Devil card, some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it feels like with this, you have the tenacity to really push something through for the long haul. I'm reading this Devil card a little differently than I would typically. All right, tell me more about this King of Swords and Sun card. We have the Six of Cups coming out, the Judgment, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're getting a lot of repeating messages in this reading. And when that happens, it's kind of just the affirmation or the acknowledgement of a job well done. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been able to transcend something that goes a long way back. Some of you, this could be to do with childhood. It could be something to do with a soulmate. You've been able to transcend that experience, and it's putting you in a place of so much more opportunity and excitement, and as well as clarity. I feel like a lot of you have a lot greater understanding of yourself and also the people around you. You're able to look at the world in a different way. And that's what's leading to this new sense of stability that I feel like perhaps for a large group of you, you haven't felt for a period of time. Yeah, and I just picked up my deck and I see the Ace of Pentacles here. So some new start, new blessing, new opportunity that we've been talking about this whole reading. All right, tell me about this King of, thank you. We have the Judgment card coming out. And the King of Cups. Well, a little bit more on this. King of Pentacles, the Judgment, and what else for Pisces? Thank you. One more. All right. Wasn't consciously aware we were doing one more, but we are. And all of these cards are green that came out, and the one on the bottom of the deck is green as well. So a lot of heart chakra energy that is coming through at this time. Whatever challenge it is that you've been facing, Pisces, whatever tumultuous experience that you've gone through, I feel like it doesn't feel like a super long period of time. Some of you, this could go back to childhood, but it feels a bit more acute, if that makes sense. It feels a bit more like it's been within, this 2024 period of time, within the last 6-7 months. It feels like There's been something that's come up that's made you question people that are close to you. It's made you, some of you, fearful. That comes up again. And really question the connections and the foundation and what you've been putting energy into. Some of you, this could have to do with work or committed relationships. But there is this opportunity to see it through a different lens now. And maybe that's, what this judgment card is your opportunity to let this go and move forward, because we have the Six of Swords here and the Eight of Pentacles. It's an opportunity to leave the pains of the past behind. Yeah, and here's the Star card. And invite in that healing energy. And we had the Star right here too. For those of you that are interested in energy healing, reach out to me. I'm a belief code practitioner. And if you feel like you're holding on to anything that could have a conscious or unconscious belief system attached to it, we could look at that and clear that for you. Okay, so what's Pisces advice for this month, for this July? That's too many. That's too many. All right. What's Pisces advice for this July? And some of you Pisces, since I just paused and reset myself, some of you could be needing to do that as you're kind of emerging into society or into your experience as this different being. Some of you could need to take some pauses and reset yourself. Some of you might be working on grounding techniques like meditative. You don't have to sit in lotus to meditate. You can take a few really deep cleansing breaths and get into that space, activate the pineal gland. If you inhale and hold your breath at the top, that activates the pineal gland. And then exhale. Woo! All right, so we have the same kind of energy that we started with at the beginning. The King of Cups coming out with the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and let's see what's behind the Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. Okay. There's this message here, Pisces, to keep or continue putting in your best effort to let go of your burdens. Let go as much as you can of the challenges that you've experienced. And some of you, I'm feeling like a little bit of uncertainty with releasing those challenges because perhaps you identify with some of those things. And perhaps that's where, this opportunity of belief code comes into the mix. Maybe some of you have belief systems that are preventing you from letting go of your challenges, of your burdens of the past, or this feeling of responsibility, perhaps even for some of you that you're holding on to. There is this feeling of remembering that calm state of being, that meditative expression, where you are able to neutralize, turn off the autonomic nervous system. Breathing, breath work feels really important for this group while they're integrating and making this transition. Okay. I feel like for a large group of you, you'll be reaching out to different people in your experience, either for energy healing or breathwork classes, coaching of some sort. It just feels like it's a time where your advice would be to connect with people that help you, even if it's not like in a like exchange sort of way, in like a material sense. Connect with people in your experience or your environment that help you to feel in control of your emotions and safe within your being. And slowly decrease that feeling of anxiety or fear or distress. It feels like the more that you tap into the right people, places, experiences, the more you become in touch with this King of Cups energy, and the less you are in touch with Nine of Swords, which is a lot of anxiety or concern or fear. Okay, Pisces, this is your reading. I hope that it resonated and brought you some feelings. Oh, interesting. I just picked up my deck and left behind the Ace of Cups. There is a new opportunity here for you that is going to allow your heart to feel full in a new kind of way. It feels like whether this is a person, an experience, a job opportunity, this is your heart becoming full again. Some of you, a new pet or a child is coming through as well, and that's this Ace of Cups, this new opportunity, new blessing, um, this new life coming towards you. This could be new life coming towards you in an external sense, or a new life that you're cultivating for yourself that is from a really heart-centered, heartful place. So Pisces, that is your reading. I hope that it resonated and brought you feelings of clarity and joy. Please like, comment, share, all the good stuff. I'm really grateful anytime I get interactions on these posts because it's so helpful to me. Until next time, be well. Bye, Pisces.